All right, YouTube. This is Monday morning. Monday morning, February the 26th. It's early. It's early because I like to make my posts early sometimes because my analytics show me that a lot of my subscribers, they be up in the morning. They like to see the news. So I got some news for you today that I'm surprised that this is not a major story, just not major outrage. You know, everybody been paying attention to the prosecution of Donald Trump by Fani Willis. Well, I have a shocking discovery to tell you. You know, Fani Willis is the prosecutor, the DA in Fulton County. Made Nathan Wade special prosecutor, Fulton County. Fulton County has a black mayor. Fulton County has an extremely large amount of black people. But guess what else Fulton County has? Fulton County has the most prisoners who lose their lives in the county jail, in the Fulton County jail. Yeah, it's ridiculous the number of people who have lost their lives just by getting arrested and going to the Fulton County jail. It surprises me that this is not a major news, but if you stick with me and you watch this video, I'm going to show you an alarming number of people going into that jail and never coming out. We're going to call this Fanny's Little House of Horrors. My videos now are just showing you what's out there so you can verify everything that I say. You can go in there and you can look at it. But this is ridiculous. Do you know I live in Detroit, Michigan, and we have the Wayne County Jail. Someone may lose their life in the Wayne County Jail maybe once every 7 to 10 years because there's security in the jail. There's cameras in the jail. There's metal detectors in the jail. The jail should be supervised and controlled. No one should be able to take your life in jail when you're in the custody of the county and the city officials, unless some of these officials are complicit or there's just dereliction of duty. So this is for fair commentary under the 1976 Copyright Act. Take this quick trip with me through Fulton County Jail this morning on a Monday. Hey, I know it's Monday. Y'all had Saturday and Sunday to chill and go to church, but we back to business on Monday. So y'all got to check this out. It's fair usage. We're going to start with this story. It's so many.
It's happened again. Another inmate dying in custody at the Fulton County Jail. 24-year-old Chandre Delmore died on Sunday, 3 days after being found unresponsive in his cell. An attorney representing his family saying in a statement, the family is devastated by this loss. They're left wondering how a healthy 24-year-old dies of cardiac arrest. We are committed to doing whatever is necessary to help his family get the answers they deserve so they can begin to grieve. Delmar was arrested on April 1st for burglary and obstruction of law enforcement charges and held on a $2,500 bond. His death continues an alarming trend at the Rice Street Jail. Since August 1st, an inmate has died every week.
You can't sugarcoat it. We have a problem in our jail.
Okay, right now, this is where you freak out. This is where you say, yeah, I got to share this video. This is where you say, I didn't know this. A prisoner dies every week in that jail. Every week. You heard what he said. How is that even possible? 20. This is just the beginning. Come on. I know this is your Monday morning, and you know you gotta. Let me put some fire. Let me put some fire up under that ass this morning. Let me show y'all something.
Chairman Rob Pitts says this is a problem the county needs to address.
The question now is, what do we do about it?
And their top priority is cutting down on overcrowding at the jail.
That's what the board is focusing in on now.
Pitts says the county is considering moving inmates out of the jail to different prisons, one in Georgia, the other in Mississippi.
Which theoretically should mean that the sheriff, who is responsible for the jail, he and his deputies should be able to manage better a reduced number of inmates.
Pitts says the county must also answer,
why is it overcrowded? It's overcrowded because the district attorney is not indicting, the solicitor is not doing his job to the extent that he should, and the judges, Lord knows, they are not doing their job.
Chairman Pitts says it's 100.
You hear I say it's the district attorney not doing her job. She's so busy taking trips and chasing Trump that she got people just sitting in jail and just stacking them, ain't even paying no attention to them. Let's continue.
To 1,000 inmates in custody who've been waiting months to even years to be indicted, while others have quickly been processed through the jail.
And you turn on TV, here comes some, white collar suits come down, and they go breeze in and out like it's nothing. Your loved one, local, just sitting there. People are getting pissed off. Period.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories.
It's so many stories. I'm going to switch over to this one, then I'm going to get it back. It's alarming how many people, young black people, are losing their lives in this jail. This story is about a 19-year-old girl in the Fulton County jail. Check this one out.
Also new this morning in Fulton County, a 19-year-old woman has died after being in the Fulton County jail for 3 months. Now her family says they will hold a news conference tomorrow morning. This is a picture of Noni Batiste Casselco. Her family says she turned 19.
I'm sorry, I wanted to start this over for you while I was getting it together because you just seen this guy was 24. Okay, this young lady here is 19. This is in Fulton County jail. All this is in the last couple of months while Fanny been chasing Trump.
New this morning in Fulton County, a 19-year-old woman has died after being in the Fulton County jail for 3 months. Now her family says they will hold a news conference tomorrow morning. This is a picture of Noni Batiste Casselco. Her family says she turned 19 just days before she died back on July 11th. They say she was held for 3 months without bail on a misdemeanor charge. Right now, the U.S. Department of Justice is investigating the jail for conditions inside the facility. This comes after the family of LaShawn Thompson says he was eaten alive there by bed bugs. We did reach out to the Fulton County Jail. They tell us they're still investigating what happened and Batiste Casselco's exact cause of death.
You mean to tell me, Fannie Willis, you can go to Belize in the Napa Valley and you can go all over the country with your special prosecutor while these young people die in your jail and some are even eaten by bed bugs?
Tonight, it is video that is hard to watch. The Kalamazoo Department.
It's so many, I got to switch up. This is another one. 6 officers indicted for man's demise in the Fulton County jail. Check it out. What's going on in Fulton County?
He had been arrested for criminal trespass and a warrant from another county. Attorneys for his family say, while in a holding cell, May suffered a mental health crisis and removed his clothes. In response, jail officers tased, pepper sprayed, beat, and illegally restrained him to a chair and sprayed him in the face with a hose. He suffered cardiovascular collapse and died.
And Mr. May's case is a prime example where it should have been a situation of individual on the cry out for help turned out to be his murder bed.
Now a family pursues healing.
It means finally some closure for my boys.
The right thing's been done, and they can be held accountable. He didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. They don't deserve this.
With a push for reform in Atlanta, say attorneys.
You don't see things like this happen often. All around this nation, you've seen folks marching and protesting, just looking for simple accountability when it comes to law enforcement.
Those attorneys tell me that the arrest warrants for the
Hold on. And all these are recent. It's so much. Let me switch back over here. I'm not, I'm gonna keep my podcast the way I like to keep my podcast, but here's another one. Check it out.
A Fulton County inmate dies after being found unresponsive in his jail cell.
Now, we've been told that inmate, 36-year-old Michael Anthony Holland, jail officials tell us Holland was found unresponsive during a security round by a detention officer. That happened this morning. Jail staff performed life-saving measures, we're told, in attempts to revive Holland. He was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Holland's death comes amid lawsuits and a federal investigation into the conditions at the jail following the deaths of several other inmates last year.
Oh no, we're not even touching the iceberg. This is crazy. This is madness. Here go another one. Check it out.
Identity of the Fulton County inmate who was found dead inside his cell last week. Our sources say 20-year-old Shamar McLeroy's ankles and wrists were bound at the time. The medical examiner tells 11 Alive just hours ago that cause of death has yet to be determined. Earlier tonight, we caught up with McLeroy's grandmother, who says they wanted to help him but just didn't know how.
Now in the street, you just couldn't get to school. And so I saw we just on there and stayed. Yeah.
So you thought it'd be safer in jail?
Mm-hmm. Get on the street, but I was hungry.
The family says there will be a vigil and balloon release at the jail tomorrow night. So far, no charges have been filed related to his death.
Oh no, there's more.
One person is dead at the Fulton County Jail and two more injured, taken to Grady after the sheriff's office confirmed there was a stabbing. And this is just the latest in a string of concerning incidents connected to the Fulton County Jail.
Right now, it is under federal investigation for accusations of poor conditions and violence. We want to get you straight out to 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn, who is outside that jail. Cody, what do we know about what happened here?
What we can confirm is that 3 inmates were stabbed this afternoon. One of those inmates has died. The other 2 rushed to Grady Hospital. We do not have an update on their condition or exactly what led up to this stabbing. Likely the jail behind me here at Rice Street is on lockdown. Now, this is the 5th death this month. They've had an inmate here die every single week since August 1st. This is the 19th inmate to die since September 1st last year. So 19 inmates in 1 year, all in the custody of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? No, we're gonna play this back for you. I'm gonna play this back for you.
This is the 19th inmate to die since September 1st last year. So 19 inmates in 1 year, all in the custody of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. And then today we have the latest. So right now we can confirm that the DOJ is investigating this facility. It's a civil rights investigation looking into the conditions inside of violence among inmates, excessive force by the guards to those inmates and other things happening here. We did reach out to the Fulton County sheriff to see if he was going to address today's incident. At last check, he was not going to be addressing it, but again, that could change. So there are still a lot of questions to get answered here tonight, but again, we do know 1 inmate has died, 2 others at Grady. We do not know their condition. We're hoping to speak with a Fulton County commissioner here in the next couple of hours just about what's going on inside Rice Street and what needs to change and change fast before any more deaths happen here. So that's coming up tonight at 11.
All right, Cody, thank you for that information. We will stay on top of any breaking.
I'm sorry for this continuance. I'm gonna keep these videos short, these clips. But at this point, you got to realize this is insane. Here's another one.
Slapped with a new lawsuit. It comes after an inmate died in August while in custody at the Fulton County Jail. Today, the victim's family released an autopsy. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert got his hands on a copy. He is live at the jail with what we're learning. Tyler.
Alex, good afternoon to you. According to this Fulton County medical examiner's autopsy report, Samuel Lawrence was strangled to death while he was incarcerated here at the Fulton County Jail. Investigators have charged an inmate with his death, but his family says that the sheriff's office is just as responsible.
Wait a minute. Strangled? Stabbed? Do you know I seen on YouTube a video of a man getting his tattoo cut off live in Fulton County Jail? Where Fannie Willis is the DA with a black mayor? No, please like, share, and subscribe. Please share this video. Because people want to say, oh, Fannie Willis is a black woman and Fannie Willis should be supported. No, Fannie Willis, look at what the, excuse my language, I almost went there. How do 19 people get off in your jail with all that supervision and cameras? Listen to this one.
Now demanding action.
They say he was essentially eaten alive by insects and bed bugs while in custody. Tracy A. McPierce spoke with him just hours ago. She's joining us now live from the Fulton County Courthouse. Tracy?
No, we're going to stop. How was a man eaten alive by bed bugs and insects while in the custody of the Fulton County Jail? Is they running the Spanish Inquisition? Is Fulton County Devil's Island in Papillon? You've never heard of such evil. You got to share this video. You got to look at it. Look at all these lives. Let's listen to this family here.
Well, LaShawn Thompson had been held in the psych wing of the jail for 3 months when an officer found him unresponsive in his cell. His family tells me by that point, they couldn't even recognize him.
He was definitely a heavy-set guy, and from those pictures, he looks totally different. He's not the same person.
Brad McRae says these pictures of his brother that he shared with us, 35-year-old LaShawn Thompson, are hard to look at. His cell at the Fulton County Jail covered in filth, and his body covered in sores and bites from bed bugs and lice.
It looked like he wasn't eating in jail, or malnutrition, or maybe the bed bugs did it.
The Fulton County Medical Examiner report lists his cause of death as undetermined, but noted a severe bed bug infestation. The family says Thompson was brought to the jail on a misdemeanor simple battery charge in June and was put in the psych wing because the jail was aware of his schizophrenia. They are now demanding the jail be closed and law enforcement open a criminal investigation.
So we need a change in the system.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Office told 11 Alive its Office of Professional Standards is investigating Thompson's death and will determine if criminal charges are warranted. The agency wouldn't speak to us on camera today, but said in a statement it spent $500,000 to address an infestation of bedbugs, lice, and other vermin after Thompson's death, and updated security rounds to include addressing sanitary conditions. Now, the family's attorney tells me they're doing their own investigation to determine if the bug bites caused the infection that killed Thompson. They say if they get that proof, they intend to sue.
Very disturbing, Tracy. Thanks for the update.
Listen, literally, if I wanted to, I can take you through every case. All these are cases. Oh, hold on. We got to check out this one in Fulton County.
Ready to bring your brand into the real world? Shopify is ready for that too. With a retail Well, it has happened again. The sheriff of Fulton County has terminated an officer who wound up on the wrong side of the law. She apparently got into an altercation with another woman that was personal in nature, according to Sheriff Pat Labatt's office. Fox 5 More States has told you about a myriad of problems Fulton County has had maintaining qualified sheriff's deputies. Morse is live from Northeast Atlanta with this latest development.
Well, there's a term that law enforcement uses, and that is from time to time they have to lay hands on someone during an encounter. But by departmental rules, it is not supposed to be personal. The incident played out as shown in this Instagram post. The commotion shown in a post on Instagram led to an investigation of a Fulton Sheriff's detention officer who, according to Sheriff Pat Labatt's office, engaged in some kind of personal back and forth with an individual named Rayonda Wynn. The female officer in the gray shirt identified as Shaniqua Bodden. It wouldn't be easy to see, but the two women spat on each other during the fracas, according to an Atlanta police report. This incident...
These the guards spitting on each other at work and then fighting. These the guards. I'm gonna let y'all see some more of this. It just goes on and on. It's so much that you would be like, how could we not know about this? How could we not know all of this?
From Ms. Bodden showing up at an event with a temporary protection order she wanted to serve on Ms. Wynn. A retired sheriff's lieutenant explained why such an action would be inappropriate.
That does not fall within the scope and the range or the essential duties of a detention officer or a corrections function.
Atlanta police were on scene, having responded to a fight call. One of them instructed Ms. Bodden to hand over the...
You know what? So this is going to be the last one I do. I'm going to let y'all see this up close and personal because maybe the laptop don't give y'all the full effect. Here we go. And these the people that's prosecuting Trump? Really?
What's it like to play on BetMGM Casino?
Well, it has happened again. The sheriff of Fulton County has terminated an officer who wound up on the wrong side of the law. She apparently got into an altercation with another woman that was personal in nature, according to Sheriff Pat Labatt's office. Fox 5 More States has told you about a myriad of problems Fulton County has had maintaining qualified sheriff's deputies. Morse is live from Northeast Atlanta with this latest development.
Well, there's a term that law enforcement uses, and that is from time to time they have to lay hands on someone during an encounter.
Have you already noticed that the crooked ones, it'd be the crooked cops that want to touch you? You know what I mean? A cop that's doing his job, he gonna talk to you. Hey, excuse me, sir. How's your day? Well, you got your license registration? What? But then it's gonna be that other one that's gonna be like, hey man, don't move. Calm down. Why you acting so fidgety? Why you talking? First of all, you pulled me over. I had somewhere to go. I'm minding my own business. You know what I'm saying? I own the car. You shouldn't be harassing me. You should be out here protecting the citizens. You know what I mean? So you got those type of cops. You know what I mean? But in Fulton County, under Fannie Willis, these are the kind of cops you got.
But by departmental rules, it is not supposed to be personal. The incident played out as shown in this Instagram post. The commotion shown in a post on Instagram led to an investigation of a Fulton Sheriff's detention officer who, according to Sheriff Pat Labatt's office, engaged in some kind of personal back and forth with an individual named Rayonda Wynn. The female officer in the gray shirt identified as Shaniqua Bodden. It wouldn't be easy to see, but the two women spat on each other during the fracas, according to an Atlanta police report. This incident stemmed from Ms. Bodden showing up at an event with a temporary protection order she wanted to serve on Ms. Wynn. A retired sheriff's lieutenant explained why such an action would be inappropriate.
That does not fall within the scope and the range or the essential duties of a detention officer or corrections function.
Atlanta police were on scene, having responded to a fight call. One of them instructed Ms. Bodden to hand over the court order so that he could attempt to serve it, but things got out of hand.
It says everything about how people are being selected, trained. You represent the office of sheriff.
Police ultimately arrested both women. Within hours, the officer was fired, joining several other Fulton Sheriff's officers who have taken the wrong photographs, mugshots, from the same department.
You can't test a person's heart until it manifests itself. But ultimately, what we can.
Okay, enough. I'm sure you get the picture. You know, this Monday morning, I got to start y'all off right and being focused. You know what I mean? Being focused on what's really going on. Think about everything you heard. Strangling, stabbing, eating alive by bed bugs, debauchery. Come on. How is this not news? How is this not news? All this is happening in one building. One location. One area. I don't know what else to say. Y'all can say whatever y'all need to say in the comments about what y'all seen, because clearly I seen it all. So I just was relaying it to y'all what's actually going on, and it's worse. I didn't even tip the iceberg with what I just showed you. That's a little bit. Shout out to all the patriots. You know what I mean? All the patriots. Simplify. You know what I mean? Look how these Democrats run their cities and their jails. And they talk about somebody else's tyrants, tyranny. Man, I remember when I was in the 6th grade, I had a history class, and it was a history book about the American Revolution. And I remember they had this flag. I was like, I learned they had like different flags. And then there was this one flag, it was kind of goldish yellow, and had a black snake on it. And it said, "Don't tread on me." Shout out to Detroit. Peace.